EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rhodes. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow. 43. Right.
Lance going to throw. Flush to his right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Finding room at midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do and protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, it's Rhodes. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Leonard. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 75 yards. And the Niners have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On second down now, it's Rhodes. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Rhodes, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st down, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Lance now on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far is...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On third down, here's Mitchell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Runs over it. Left side to Lamb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Kill. 47. Go, get out there.
To throw is Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Daron Payne able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge...
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Second down and goal. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Lance.
Forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. On 1st down, Rhodes. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here's Dak. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
On 3rd down, it's Rhodes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. It's Rhodes. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Rhodes, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, Prescott stripped. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return. You can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 106 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Another run with Mitchell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the 49ers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. I hope y'all can S-double-E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried 'cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put the boys to rest like a Tempur-Pedic bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folgers. Soldier, flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face Nazi, talking all Aki. Think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you